Hey guys, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're actually returning. My name is Paula, and on this platform we discuss about designer fashion, luxury and lifestyle, but in a more practical and sensible way. I have 4 bags on my kind of current handbag wish list, lost list, whatever you want to call it. And I actually got a promotion at work. And I am that type of person who likes to reward myself. It's not a good quality, but I do thoroughly enjoy it, like buying something so that I remember the moment or something like that. And I've kind of finally reached one of my career goals that I've set up for myself. And I feel like this is a time when I could be open for a new handbag soon-ish. And as mentioned, I have 4 bags on my wish list, and I thought maybe you could help me choose, or at least share some personal experiences or just in general opinions of these 4 bags. And then let's see if at some point in the upcoming future I would be welcoming a new handbag to our home. So last weekend, me and my husband went out to the city center, and one of the activities I wanted to do was go to a couple of stores to try on some bags. I feel like during the pandemic and not being able to travel, I've mainly been looking at bags online from social media or then from their actual websites. And I kind of, because usually I travel quite a lot, and that's when I like to go and kind of look at bags and feel them and touch them and try them on. And I haven't done that in 1.5 years or something like that. So I feel like I want to do it. And at the same time, because I had this nice experience happening in my working life, I felt like now would be a good time to just kind of go and try out some bags, and especially those ones that I have had my eye on in the virtual world. So I actually ended up trying 3 out of the 4, and the reason is we don't actually have that one brand here where I live at all, so that is still like on the online world. But I thought that I would share these 4 bags with you. We could have a look. I do have some kind of photos from when I tried them on, so you can also give your opinion if they look good on me or not, or whatever you feel like. And then I kind of do have a preference over these bags, but I would still be curious to hear your thoughts, because there might be something I don't know or I haven't really thought about. So that's why I haven't bought anything yet. So I would be super happy to know what you think. The first bag on my list, it's the one that I actually was not able to try at all. And it is the Dior 30 Montaigne bag. And I'm kind of looking at it in black and gold, or then beige and gold, or nude. I'm not really sure how Dior calls the color. But I love this bag. Like, I have seen it also in person, not recently, but I have, and I think it looks so good because in a way it is casual, but still I love how it looks. So that is something I was not able to test this weekend. And to be honest, I would not buy it new from the boutique anyway. I would try to hunt it down from the pre-loved market, just because of the Dior pricing. And I feel like maybe 2,900 euros is still quite a lot then if I compare to the other bags on the list, would I want to spend 1,000 euros more, or even more than 1,000 euros on this bag when I could get it from the secondhand market with a better price? But I kind of feel that I should wait with this Dior bag still a while if I'm able to, so that maybe the price on the secondhand market would also come kind of more down, so that I would be able to get a better price. But I don't know, you tell me how I should feel about this. Then the first bag and the second bag on the list, but the first bag that I actually was able to try on is the Saint Laurent Camera bag. And I tried it on, I think, like some kind of beigey color. I'm not entirely sure which in particular color shade this was, but it was like beige with ruthenium hardware, or kind of gunmetal or something. It wasn't silver, it wasn't shiny. It was very matte. And I tried it on, and I think it's like bigger than I expected somehow. I don't know, because I have owned the mini camera bag and it was really, really small. So I kind of did not expect this to be that big, but I would kind of see that it would fit quite a lot of stuff in it, such as like a water bottle, maybe a tiny umbrella if you or I would have that. And I think the leather was also a lot softer than I was expecting. I don't know, maybe I was expecting something closer to my monogram clutch, like really, really hard leather, or let's say durable leather. Nevertheless, stunning. It was really, really nice to touch. Am I the only one who feel like that's a factor with bags? How it feels when you're touching it. And the tassel is removable, but I didn't really dare to take it off in the store. Obviously the salesperson or the one who was assisting me was standing right there, so I didn't want to, I don't know, be too difficult, but I could just imagine it without the tassel. This is the cheapest bag of all the four, and that should not be a factor, but it kind of is, because if I would end up with this bag, I would be kind of having a bit of an extra funds to maybe start save to something else, or then, I don't know, I'm really hoping that we're able to travel soon. So kind of maybe having a budget then for traveling as well. So it's something to consider, definitely. I did look from a couple of like pre-loved websites for this bag, if there would be like even a better price, but they are actually quite close to the original price. So good for you, Saint Laurent. Have been able to kind of pump it up, the resale value closer to the sales price. Obviously, for those of us who are hunting for deals, not such a good thing, but anyway. So this is the second bag, and I liked the kind of casualness and the easygoingness of this bag. This is clearly like a grab and go type of thing. What I was thinking is that it's not fancy at all. Like this would be very difficult to mask to an evening event. But yet again, I have two Lady Diors that are basically screaming evening event or something a bit more fancy. So would that even be a factor? I don't know. But hey, now that I got your attention and you are still watching, please don't forget to like this video, comment something down below, subscribe to my channel, and come back here. I post new videos every Monday and Thursday, and I think you would also like it here. All right, so the third bag on my wish list is actually the Celine Belt Bag in the nano size. So that would be the second smallest out of the four. So Pico is the smallest one. I did have a look at that as well, but that was like, man, that's tiny. It was wider than Wax, but it was like tiny. So I would see like a phone, a card holder type of thing. I don't need like those tiny bags anymore. I have a couple that kind of have that void filled. So it was too small. So then nano was the one that I kind of had my eyes on, because even though it is small, it would fit all the essentials. Maybe not water bottles or umbrellas, but definitely the items that I carry right now on a daily basis, like no problem, they would fit. And the color that I had like in my mind was, is it nude or beige? I really should learn the color names that the brands name these, but I'm just gonna describe. So that the nude or beige color, I think like it's so stunning. I think Celine does neutrals so well. But then at the store, they only had this gorgeous, I don't even know, plum burgundy type of combination, and it looked so good. I could see it fall winter. Like, this color is amazing. I would still be a bit hesitant to buy this color, just so that would I wear it as much as a neutral, don't know. But the color shade was like perfection, and if money would not be an object, I would most likely like go for this color, because then it wouldn't be a factor, like would I get enough wear when money would not be enough object. But when money actually is some kind of a factor here, I really kind of need to consider how much I'm able to wear something, and then the color kind of plays an important role in it. But they told me that it's a new color for Celine for this autumn, so I don't know if it's a seasonal thing or permanent, but it was stunning. Also, the kind of forest green shade that Celine has, I don't know have I really been drawn to green before, but for some reason I really like that shade of green, and it somehow is closer to neutral. I don't know, you can disagree, but I really like it, and it would be different, but could I still pull it off as a neutral? I don't know. But anyway, so with this nano belt bag, I really like the fact that it has a top handle, which is big enough to kind of go to the crook of your arm. So it didn't look like too small for that purpose, if you know what I mean. And then it has a detachable crossbody strap that you can adjust. So those were like mega big pluses, because that gives a lot of versatility to the bag. And I have had a belt bag before. It was the micro size, so the biggest one, and there were some issues. If you have watched one of my videos where I share bags that I have bought but would not buy again, I explain why I would not buy this size anymore. I will link the video here if you are kind of more curious. But having that experience with the biggest size, it still doesn't take away the fact that I love the aesthetics of the belt bag and Celine aesthetics, like especially the old Celine. It's just, it is beautiful, and I just love it, and I love the belt bag. There is like a concern of mine that the possible resale value. I did look from the kind of secondhand market from a couple of places. What are they asking from these belt bags right now? And they were actually being sold on a quite hefty price, especially these kind of mid-sized handbags. So not the biggest one, that actually you could get a pretty good deal. But the nano, and is it then, not actually sure what the Pico Nano something micro, I'm sorry, or mini, wow, I'm totally over it. But anyway, the two kind of sizes in the middle, and they are being sold with a quite expensive resale price, so it didn't really help at all there. But I'm still a bit kind of concerned, because I think with Celine it might go like this with the popularity. So Should I be a bit more patient and then kind of have a look from the secondhand market, what's happening? If I would be able to score a bag on a good price, don't know, but like definitely I think this bag is so stylish and elegant without being like on your face and too much. So yeah, that's the third bag. And then the fourth and the final bag on my wish list is the Louis Vuitton My Lockme chain bag, previously called My Lockme BB. And I have my eyes on this in the black and then the greige. I went to our local Louis Vuitton boutique and they did have the black one, so I was able to try it on. And first kind of thing that I noticed, it is super light. The chain, the bag, that like the leather in the bag, so lightweight. And if I compare it to my Dior Diorama, which I think is the small size that I do have, it is so heavy. Like the leather is heavy and the chain is heavy. Of course, the leather, like the Dior bag is 100% leather, so it's leather lined as well, versus Louis Vuitton has this microfiber. But still, like the weight, I was like very, very surprised. I was expecting to have in my hands like a more heavy bag. Anyway, the leather, very, very soft and kind of plushy. One concern, will it lose shape? Because it is so kind of soft, I don't know. But yeah, I think like this is so pretty. It would be so easy to dress this like up and down, however it is, to fit different occasions. I was kind of sad that they didn't have the greige color in the boutique, but the salesperson who was assisting me, she said that the greige is very, very delicate leather, so it will get color transfer and it will kind of show wear quickly. And that kind of made me thinking, just a side thought, I think, like, how come these brands are making so delicate, I don't know, items that the salesperson is actually telling you that it is gonna be super delicate, it's gonna get color transfer, it's gonna look worn out very quickly. Like, why are you making that type of things then? Why don't you make them last and kind of easy to maintain? I don't know. It's not really appealing to me to have like a super delicate bag and to showcase that I'm able to keep it clean, because most likely that means I don't wear it. Yeah, sidetrack. But anyway, so she told me that the greige one is very, very delicate and that the black one would kind of be a lot easier to just in general have. And when I tried the black one on, I think it's so pretty, so gorgeous. I love the fact that it's just plain leather with one, the kind of LV is in the lock. And yeah, it's a big LV, you can't really miss it, but in a way it's not embossed with monogram or something. Because they did give me some other like black leather crossbody bag, don't remember the name, but it had like the empreinte leather on it, so it has the monogram embossed. And for some reason, like, call me crazy, but I mean, you have these monogram canvas pieces that are like screaming Louis Vuitton. And then you would go to a leather bag, which would have the empreinte leather, so embossed monogram Louis Vuitton. And I feel like that's too much. What is this? I don't know, mind is crazy. But yeah, so I really, really enjoyed this simplicity. And it will fit a lot of stuff. So I think the size is really, really good. and I kind of see myself being more drawn to silver hardware for some reason. I think that black and gold looks super good together and kind of a bit festive in a way, but then black and silver is like fresh. I don't know how to explain it, but that's also something I have realized that is happening, that I'm kind of more drawn towards silver hardware than gold. Not a bad thing, but something that I just noticed. For instance, with the Saint Laurent camera bag as well, when it had the kind of gunmetal hardware, so silver-ish, I loved the contrast with the warm taupey beige, and then the kind of cold gunmetal. Like I did really like it. But anyway, so yeah, the Louis Vuitton My Lockme chain bag, that is the fourth one. So yeah, now you know my four bags on the kind of wish list and how I feel after trying them on. I would be so curious to know what would you choose out of these, or if you have like personal experience from any of these bags, pros and cons, like anything, I would be so happy and curious to know. And yeah, as mentioned in the beginning, I do have a preference already, but I haven't made up my mind. And yeah, I feel like there is so much knowledge in this community, so that's why I don't want to be hasty with this decision, since there is so many bags in the contest. So yeah, let me know what you think. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye!